Here are 5 must-see horror movies on Tubi. From slow-burn satanic panic to high-speed zombie action, these picks have something for every horror fan. Get ready for some spine-chilling thrills. Let's dive in. Number 5. The House of the Devil, 2009. Starting our list with a slow-burning nightmare that'll make you think twice about taking that babysitting job. Released back in 2009, The House of the Devil follows a college student desperate for cash who accepts a suspicious babysitting gig at a remote Victorian mansion. What makes this film special isn't just its pitch-perfect 1980s aesthetic. It's how it builds tension until you're practically screaming at the screen. Set in the satanic panic era, we follow Samantha, played brilliantly by Jocelyn Donahue, as she ignores every red flag in existence because, let's face it, we've all done desperate things for rent money. What starts as a creepy job turns into a masterclass in tension. Director T. West doesn't rush. He lets the dread simmer like a pot that's about to boil over. And when it does, pure satanic chaos. Number 4. The Endless, 2017. Now this one's for anyone who's tired of the same old horror formulas. The Endless, released in 2017, follows 2 brothers who return to the UFO death cult they escaped from years ago. But this isn't your typical cult story. It's a mind-bending journey into cosmic horror that'll have your brain doing backflips. What makes this film fascinating is how directors Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead, who also star as the brothers, create a sense of otherworldly dread without relying on cheap tricks. There's something wrong with time itself in this place, and watching the brothers unravel the mystery feels like trying to solve a puzzle box that keeps changing shape. It's the kind of movie that respects its audience's intelligence while still delivering genuine scares. Number 3. 30 Days of Night, 2007. Ever wonder what happens when vampires find a town that's dark for an entire month? 30 Days of Night, which hit theaters back in 2007, answers that question in the most brutal way possible. Set in Barrow, Alaska, the film follows Sheriff Eben Olson as he tries to protect the town's survivors from a pack of vicious vampires during the polar night. This isn't your typical vampire film. No sparkles or romance here. These vampires, led by Danny Huston's terrifying Marlowe, are pure predators. The film's stark white landscapes contrasted with pitch-black nights and splashes of crimson create some of the most striking horror visuals you'll ever see. And that climactic scene? It gives a whole new meaning to Cold-Blooded. Number 2. The Babadook, 2014. The Babadook, which terrified audiences in 2014, isn't just a horror movie. It's a raw exploration of grief wrapped in a nightmare. Essie Davis delivers an incredible performance as Amelia, a single mother struggling to deal with her troubled son Samuel while still processing her husband's death. When they discover a mysterious pop-up book called Mr. Babadook, things go from bad to absolutely terrifying. What makes this film stand out is how it blends psychological horror with a monster that's become iconic for all the right reasons. The Babadook itself is deeply unsettling, but the real horror comes from watching a mother and son's relationship tested to its absolute limits. It's a perfect metaphor for depression and grief, but don't worry, it's still scary enough to make you sleep with the lights on. Before I reveal the most terrifying film on this list, make sure to hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments which movie has you most excited. Number 1. Train to Busan, 2016. Taking our top spot is the zombie film that proved there's still plenty of life in the undead genre. Released in 2016, Train to Busan follows a workaholic father taking his daughter to see her mother. Simple enough, right? Wrong. Their journey becomes a desperate fight for survival when a zombie outbreak turns their high-speed train into a nightmare on rails. What makes this film exceptional isn't just the insanely claustrophobic action sequences, though they're some of the best you'll ever see. It's the emotional core of the story. The relationship between Suk-woo and his daughter Suin feels real, making every life or death decision hit harder. The zombies are terrifying, sure, but it's the human drama that'll break your heart. The confined space of the train creates some of the most intense zombie sequences ever filmed. These aren't your slow, shambling zombies. They're fast, they're relentless, and they move like a flood of bodies that'll make you never want to take public transport again. And that ending? Let's just say you might want to keep some tissues handy. Thanks so much for watching. I'd love to hear what you think in the comments. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.